Hey skiers, it's Bob with Skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. We've got a new one for you today. This is the Line Chronic 101. Chronic used to just be a single ski at 95 millimeters underfoot. Great all mountain twin tip, nice flex. Really enjoyed that ski. Now they've split it into a 94, which is more akin to the outgoing 95. And then this 101, which just adds a new level of free ride sophistication and kind of softer snow prowess. So psyched to see this. Anytime you're kind of introducing a new 101 millimeter underfoot twin tip, we're pretty psyched to get on it. And this year, 2024, is like a big year for 101 twin tips. So this one kind of keeps the ball rolling and was certainly one of the more surprising and kind of more universal appeal type of skis that we saw in the media days, our ski tests, some of the industry demos that we went to. Very much a universal appeal for this ski from a variety of skiers, not just the more traditional freeride or freestyle skiers, but really people that are all mountain skiers looking for something high performance. Found a lot to like about this Chronic 101. All starts with the Aspen veneer wood core, great mix of lightweight and high energy. Not quite as stable just from a wood perspective, but Line has a few tricks that make it feel like a more substantial ski. Part of that, or rather most of it, has to do with them blending the concepts of thick and thin throughout this ski. So they're doing more with the same material, giving it a thicker overall core profile. We also have thicker edges, thicker sidewalls, and thicker bases. So all the components of this ski, especially in the middle part, are on that thicker side of the spectrum, and you can definitely feel it. It has that kind of weighty feel, especially in that underfoot zone. And then it tapers to thinner. Everything kind of goes a little bit thinner. Once you get to the rocker, where the rocker starts, the ski moves more to a full cap, and then we get even thinner in this thin tip and tail construction where the wood core ends, and we just go basically from top sheet to base material. So not a whole lot holding the ski together there, other than their new bioresin, which is just a more eco-friendly adhesive material that does a great job at bonding, also has a lower carbon footprint. So win-win there. Nice new addition to Line's construction technique with that bioresin. The same thing happens with the tip. The ski just gets thinner, moves to that cap style, moves to that thinner tip construction, but really keeps that underfoot area nice and secure and stable. And the ski just has a very nice symmetric round flex to it. Same in the tip as you're getting in the tail, and that gives the ski a lot of playfulness and just a predictable energy. No matter what conditions or terrain you're in, and still keeps that underfoot zone nice and stout. Surprisingly has a little bit of, not surprisingly, the thickness of the core does allow it to be on the heavier side of the spectrum. So 1,975 grams here. This is the 179. So there's a good amount of mass in this ski, but a lot of it's kind of stuck in the middle. So that leaves that more playful tip and tail for more creative and freestyle oriented skiing. And then, like any good twin tip, we're seeing nice splay, especially in the tail. Good camber underfoot helps this ski kind of get some energy. And then that rocker extends a little bit below where the sidewall turns to cap. So that's going to increase the playfulness, give this thing an easier turn initiation. It feels like it wants to pull you into the turn, but that's because it's just so flexible in the tips. So when you bend it, it hooks in. It's not like it's a stiff, responsive ski. You can manipulate that turn shape and style really easily due to that flex. And then we see the same type of thing in the tail. Pretty dramatic splay. This really opens up the freestyle world to a lot of skiers. I don't know how many are going to be using it as a dedicated park ski, mainly because of the width, but if you were to do so, I wouldn't say you were wrong about it. Super playful, really easy to maneuver, and then we get that nice taper shape as well. So that's kind of adding to that free ride and flotation aspect. Very smooth, both initiation and completion, but the underfoot zone allows you to access the entirety of the side cut and really rip around and clean round turns. It's under 17 meters, I think 16.6 meter turn radius, so they want you to get this thing up on edge, and we found that it has really good grip. You know, the thickness of the base, the thickness of those edges, and that core underfoot really make this thing kind of stand out from an on-trail perspective. Certainly we're not going so far as to call it a front side ski by any means, but it's fun to access the entirety of the side cut because you can flex it and get it up on a high edge angle. So a really great mix. You know, advanced expert skiers are going to find the most success here. I think that a progressing intermediate who's looking for that wider bodied free ride ski will do fine. You know, they definitely should be prepared for a little bit of extra weight, but the ski is very maneuverable, so not a huge problem in accessing performance. So make sure you check out this all new Line Chronic 101 here at Skiessentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.